Hi guys, Stephen here. Manchester City have just drawn 1-1 against West Ham, and that was very, 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 very frustrating. And to be frank, just simply not good enough. Before I jump into this video though, I want to say thank you once again to OneFootball. Please go and download OneFootball in the link in the description below. They help support my channel. They're absolutely fantastic, and I would appreciate it an awful lot if you don't mind going clicking the link right now in the description and downloading that app to cheer yourself up a little bit and get a good app with all the news that you need to know about and all that kind of stuff, and hopefully help support my channel an awful lot. It would be absolutely massively appreciated. Please cheer me up a little bit and download OneFootball in the link in the description below. Now we're going to go and pull through that game though, because that really was not good enough. Manchester City have just drawn against West Ham, and if I'm being honest, there are big question marks at the moment about this Manchester City side. At what point do we start to point fingers towards the manager? Well, personally, I'm currently pointing towards him. Do I believe that he can turn this around? Yes, I do. Do I believe currently things are pretty shit? Yes, I also do. I just seen a couple of basically little facts about the game, which I've just seen online. This is City's worst start since 2014. 8 points from the opening 5 games is our worst start since 2014. This is a bad start to the season. There's no question about it. This is genuinely a poor start to the season, so I'm not happy about that at all. And also, I just saw an interesting stat. Apparently, we've already dropped 50% of the points that we dropped in the whole of the 17-18 season. So we've dropped half the amount of points that we dropped in that entire campaign in 17-18, and nearly 44% of the whole points we dropped in the 18-19 season. So roughly around half the points we dropped in both of those great seasons dropped already. And dropped against the likes of West Ham, Leicester, Leeds. It's just simply not good enough. Thank you so much, by the way, to Box PLN dropping the little donation. Thank you so much, Box PLN. I love you loads. Really, really appreciate it. But this points total is just not good enough. It really is not good enough so far. And worryingly, it feels self-inflicted. I mean, we all saw that lineup today. We all saw that lineup before. This is going to be a lineup that's going to be very hard to watch. It's going to be painful to watch. It's going to be slow. It's going to be really indecisive. It's going to be lacking conviction. And guess what we got? We got a slow, undecisive performance, lacking conviction. That's what makes it very frustrating, because we do it to ourselves once again. And that's what really hurts. You do it to yourself. You do. And about 50 of the viewers will get that reference there. It's a Radiohead reference. And it's painful because we knew this was going to happen. You called negative online if you mentioned it beforehand, but we all knew this was going to happen, and so it's proved to be the same old painful, familiar story that's played Manchester City for a long time now. I'm not reactionary. You know, if you watch this channel regularly, that I am not one for kicking off for the sake of it. But eventually, you're going to have to just look at what's staring you in the face. You know, if it looks like a spade, it feels like a spade, is a spade, you call a spade, basically, in the moment. If it looks like a poor team, if it looks like a team lacking motivation and a team without identity, you have to kind of call it. And at the moment, this is a Manchester City side that is lacking a bit of an identity, you know. We haven't been playing that well now since the start of the last season. Genuinely, last season was poor, and the performances were occasionally underwhelming. And so far, I'm sorry, so far this season, it's been pretty much the same thing. It simply is not good enough. It isn't good enough at the moment. And I'm really not happy about it. I know it's early season, we've got loads of injuries. They are those caveats. But the thing for me that feels worrying is that it feels like we try the same things repeatedly. I mean, it feels like we're trying the same things over and over again. And it feels like largely, apparently I'm deluded according to Infant Venus. For what? Deluded for what reason? I think I'm pretty rational. It feels like we see the same things over and over again at the moment. It feels like a sense of deja vu. I mean, Infant Venus said I'm deluded. I mean, I'm saying exactly what you're saying, that we're not playing well and we're not good, and at the moment we're not a good team. How can I be deluded if I'm agreeing with your exact comment? I don't get it at all. I mean, is an argument to say that maybe when some of the players come back, it'll change, but I'm not convinced it will at the moment. We will be better maybe at some point, but it used to be that City's identity was set in stone and we play the same way regardless. At the moment, we're not playing the same way. Do I take voice calls? No, I don't, because I don't know how to take voice calls, and also I've got no one to vet them for me, so I can't do that. I need a producer to do that, because anyone could call in and it'd be terrible. Are you going to be a producer, Nicola? Yeah. Okay, I'll have to pay Nicola. Nicola's shouting in the background. But basically, there was poor performances today across the pitch, unfortunately. I don't think defensively we were that bad. I mean, we can turn around. I'm not a big fan of Garcia, but I don't think he did anything wrong today. I think it was fine. I think defensively we were largely okay. I don't think we were that bad defensively, you know. Like, the defence wasn't the problem. Their goal was frustrating, but it was a good goal. Like, Diaz was very tight on his man, and the guy scored a wonder goal. I mean, you can't literally push him out of the way. Antonio's a big, strong player, wonderful finish, and all I can do is go, okay, well, that was a pretty good goal. They weren't cutting through us. Ederson didn't have loads to do. Largely, I thought largely defensively we were pretty good. Nico's about to leave, by the way, so I'm going to say, you wearing my coat there? Oh, no, it's your coat. Sorry. Nico's about to go. See you later, Nicola. Yes, I am colourblind, you know this.
Not with these.
I'm tired and stressed here. I know my coat was below it, so I got distracted. So see you later, Nicola. She's going to get her hair done. Bye-bye. Take a mask and all that, and gel and everything. But basically, largely, it was frustrating. It was just frustrating. Defensively, it wasn't the problem. We're just so one-dimensional going forward at the moment that it gets very, very frustrating to watch. I mean, it feels like City of old would have beaten that team today regardless. Defensively, they might have conceded that goal, but we still would have scored 3 or 4. I mean, the frustrating thing as well is watching us bring the players in that we know that need to be on from the start of the game. I mean, what's the point in Ferran Torres and Foden being that good midweek against Porto when they came on, only to be rewarded with another spot on the bench? Like, come on, Pep, what are you doing? Do not play. Do not just give the players who deserve a chance. You know, put them where they need to be on the pitch. Foden, when he came on, got man of the match for us. He was aggressive. He got the goal, a good finish. He was decisive. And that's what you needed to be. A little bit of energy, a little bit of a spark. Play Phil Foden. The guy has earned a go in the team, and I want him to get more goals in the team because this guy is our future. I mean, Foden has energy. He should always be on the pitch, in my opinion, at the moment, because largely Foden is genuinely one of our most incisive, intelligent players, and he wants to make things happen. He has that spark and that energy and that desire and that technical ability to turn people and actually make something happen, which I more than love him for. It's fantastic. I mean, largely, yeah, it's just very, very frustrating to watch. Dallas Football, by the way, would be really, really, really appreciated. Go over to the Super Chats. Sriniath, thank you for the comment initially, Sriniath. I really appreciate it. He said it's not Pep's fault. Mahrez and Sterling should have finished. Do you know what, Sriniath? You've got a point in terms of Pep didn't miss those chances. But what I will say is that Sterling and Mahrez, both of them are in pretty poor form. And the other day we saw a young, exciting winger that Guardiola signed come on and score a wonderful goal and look confident. And the book at that point stops at Guardiola. I'm sorry, if you're going to keep playing players that are out of form, that are missing chances like that, then that's on the manager's decision. That should have been Torres on at some point. Torres should have been coming on, and that is entirely on Guardiola. Instead, we brought Zinchenko on. Like, why are we bringing we brought a left back on. Sure enough, I understand your point entirely, but eventually, when there's so many poor performances, that has to be on the manager, doesn't it? Michael LaBeouf saying, Stephen, I have no idea why you're complaining. A solid away point against a team above us in the table. Above us in the table. I mean, come on, Michael. I mean, not sure you'd be sarcastic there, but with all due respect, come on, really? Above us in the table, it's West Ham. Like, above us in the table, like this early on the season, I think you're talking nonsense there. With all due respect, mate. West Ham are a solid side, but we can't be happy with dropping points constantly. Can't go, oh well, West Ham are decent. They are, but you know, but we should still be beating them. And it's like the football wasn't good enough, regardless. I mean, we played really well, by the way, and we were all over them, and we were creating chances, and there was none of the problems that plagued Manchester City. I'd be like, all right, fair enough. But I don't know about that. I don't really agree. West Ham, we can't say they're brothers in the table. They're not a better team than us. So I've just seen basically the news. Aguero apparently is injured. Well, I am not shocked in the slightest. A different problem to his recent knee injury. Great. Aguero's now injured too. We all knew he was going to be injured. I've been telling you he's been injured for a while. He'll get injured, and this season's going to be a write-off for him probably. So very, very frustrating. Guardiola has to give the lap some chances now. Pep basically needs to find a little bit of spark, man, because he's trying things that just don't seem to work. AY, you keep asking me, and I don't take voice calls, no, because I just haven't got the technical capabilities to do it. Channels that take voice calls, by the way, they have a producer off behind the camera who can vet the calls first, take the calls, and then sort it all out. And I can't do that mid-show, so unfortunately I can't do that. I can't just open up my... it's not possible, basically, for me. I'm a one-man show. But that was pointless. That was a poor performance, and I'm not happy. City aren't good enough at the moment. Sterling was abysmal, unfortunately. I'm sorry, but the last 15 minutes for Sterling was one of the worst I've seen from Sterling. Genuinely, so bad. So bad. Really bad. Like, Sterling, it wasn't the fact that he missed the chances. It was the fact that he was giving the ball away constantly. Genuinely giving the ball away all the time, which is very, very painful to watch. Just running into blind alleys, poor touches. Every time the ball went to me, it felt like he was going to give the ball away. Another super chat. I'm going over to the comments once again. Uzar Ahmed saying Cancelo and Garcia should never start together. I probably agree. I don't think they were the problem today, even being honest. I thought Cancelo had a pretty good game. Cancelo was offering loads of attacking front on the left, and fair play to Cancelo. He tried his best getting over there, Uzar. I don't think Garcia played badly either, really. I'm not Garcia's biggest fan, but honestly, I don't think the problem was the defence today. The problem was not the defence today. Largely, the problem was us going forward, a lack of creativity, Gundogan and Rodri not doing anything, and we slightly fixed it in the second half, but even then, we're just not right at the moment. But thanks for the comment, Uzar. I agree, broadly speaking, even though I don't problem today. Sorry that the stream's lagging. I'll try switching my internet now. I was going to cause it or anything like that, but the internet's been a bit poor today, unfortunately. Not a good performance. Don't forget, by the way, please do like this video and hit the subscribe button if you are new to the channel. I'll really appreciate it. The internet's been very poor, so I'm gonna disappear for a second. Maybe potentially I'm gonna change the Wi-Fi now. Hopefully it'll be a little bit better in a second. So I do these streams for you guys. Hopefully it'll start picking up now. Fingers crossed, it's back here now. If you can see me and hear me, do let me know. Fingers crossed, the internet's an awful lot better. Sorry about it freezing. My internet's been a bit funky today, but hopefully it should be better now. I am here and it's back and it's working. It's a little bit better now on the internet connection. Sorry about that. Frustrating, very frustrating. Delap's just scored for the academy, by the way. Let's get him in the team. Delap scoring there for the under-23s. Smashed in a third. Come on, Delap. Let's get him. Let's get players with the energy, to actually make a difference in the team at the moment. Ayush, thank you so much for the comment, Ayush. Back over to Ayush's comment. Big up Ayush, by the way, for the support. Big love to Ayush. He said, just rewatched highlights of the multiple 4-0s at the Olympic Stadium in recent years to cheer me up. How can we get back to that? PS, love you, Steve. I love you too, pal, Ayush. I mean, I don't know, mate. I mean, Ayush, those performances seem like a long gone thing now, don't they? They feel like a different era. The creativity, I mean, what we had there is a genuinely fluid system. We had Fernandinho with the energy and the Danas in midfield. We had a younger Kevin De Bruyne, a younger David Silva and a younger De Bruyne, I guess. Bernardo in form. Silva at his most enigmatic best. Sane out wide. We had, Sterling and all that kind of stuff. We had Aguero fitting in shape. Gabriel Jesus potentially. We had a more balanced side with a bit of vibrancy and a bit of pressing and a bit of intensity. The football seems to have lost. We've lost the confidence. The spark's not there anymore. And it feels like we need a lot of changes. We need someone like Houssam Aouari, in my personal opinion. We need a battler. We need a fit striker. We need to find wingers again. I'm sorry, but Mahrez and Sterling currently are not playing well at all. We need changes on that front. I don't know the solution, Ayos, but thank you so much for the comment. I'm just not confident at all at the moment. We need big changes. I mean, are we reaching the end of Pep's cycle? That's the big question. Are we reaching the end of Pep's cycle? I don't really know if we are or not, but it does feel at the moment like we're seeing the signs of things changing an awful bit. I mean, it doesn't feel good. We've dropped 50% of the points that we had in the 17-18 season dropped already. That's a big yikes for me. It's a really big yikes. I mean, City aren't the same team at the moment. I'm not spoiled. You know me, if you watch this channel regularly, I'm not a spoiled person. I'm not one to kick off and complain or anything like that for the sake of it. But it is frustrating. By the way, please don't spam. It gets very tiring for everyone else in the comments. If you keep spamming, I will put you in timeout. Lewis reckons Son, Salah and Mane are clear of Sterling. At the moment, right now they are, Lewis, and right now they are. I probably would agree. At the moment, Sterling's in bad form. I mean, he looks gassed, man, doesn't he? He really does. Zetinis reckons Arteta leaving is a big factor. I mean, to be honest, mate, we weren't even playing that good at the start of the season before Arteta left. I mean, I'm sure it's not good, but you got to bear in mind we weren't playing good at the start of the season last year either. So it feels like it kind of goes around that. Maybe, just maybe, like, I don't know if it's a Pep thing anymore. I really don't know. I don't know the answers for these things. But what I do know largely is things aren't very good. Guys, if you're watching, please do hit the subscribe button and the like button. It would be very much appreciated, by the way. I'm at 45,616. It'd be nice. I need 84 to get to 45,700. I'm not getting there, but it'd be nice to do it. And do give the video a like. And please do go down on my football in the link in the description as well. It really appreciates it. It helps keep this channel going. And hopefully you're enjoying it all. I'm going to read some more of your comments out. Download One Football for now, though. It's class. I promise you, it's class. And let's have a look at some more comments. Robbie's bored of his failings at the moment. I don't blame you, pal. I don't blame you at all. Virgil, Harriet, at this point, playing Delap and actually playing Torres can't make us any worse. I probably agree. I mean, I want to play players who who can have the energy and the fight in the team, you know. Can we stop playing Sterling as a striker? Please stop playing Sterling as a striker. He can't finish, and he gets to the point where it's just costing us. He's not a striker by any stretch of the imagination. Please do not play Sterling as a striker. Another comment coming through. Thank you so much for the super chats. I really do appreciate them. Pajai Fapper said, last 2 games you started with only Edison, Aguero, and Walker from the first 11 of the Centurion team. Wow, is that true, mate? Centurion team. Let's have a look. Go through it in my head. Yeah, so you got Delph there, no Laporte, no David Silva, no Fernandinho. True, no Sane. Yeah, you got a lot missing, haven't you? Not good, really, is it? It feels like things are changing, but we haven't really sold them yet. It's a very pertinent point, Bijay. We are trying to find a new identity, but we're not finding it at all. I mean, can anyone... Thank you for the comment, by the way. I mean, I really appreciate it. Can anyone, like, imagine... as Bijay just pointed out as well, of course, and Sterling, yeah. So there's a few there, of course, Sterling as well involved there, mate. Bijay, love you, man. Really appreciate it, mate. But yes, can anyone imagine like a really energetic team? I got criticised for this on Twitter, but I would love a team like this. Like I'm going to show it now on Twitter. I'm going to explain my reasons behind it. By the way, I'm going to get it up on Twitter. I'm going to explain what I meant with this team. So I'm going to screenshot my tweets here. There we go. So this is what I tweeted the other day, and you all probably see if you follow me on Twitter and stuff like that. Oh, thank you so much, Box. PLN. Box is just dropping a donation. Thank you so much, Box. Box is there. Hero. Thank you so much. Love you, Box. Appreciate it. And all to members, by the way. These are my members. Thank you so much. This is what I did the other day. This is going to jump up massively on the screen, so apologies in advance. I said the other day I would love to see something like this. I really... Oh, it's massive. Let me just make it a bit smaller. A side like this. So, see it there. I'll make it a little bit smaller in the corner. So, a side like this. So, Edison, Walker, Diaz, Laporte. Okay, then KDB and Bernardo and Foden. But both basically... Then Torres, Jesus, Sterling. So basically 3 kind of attacking midfielders there. But then when we had the ball, it kind of looked like that there. See it where Edison, Walker... Diaz and Laporte would kind of be like a back 3. Ake or Walker would step into midfield alongside KDB or De Bruyne when we had the ball to come for the counter-attacks. Then we'd have like Foden alongside Bernardo or De Bruyne and loads of intensity. I would love to see something like that with loads of energy. It's never going to happen, but I would love to see something like that. A tight team with energy and aggression. You know, that's what I would love to see. Probably sounds mad, but I would love to see that because at the moment we're not doing it. Mahrez isn't playing well. Someone's talking about Mahrez there. Mahrez is in poor form at the moment. Sterling's in poor form at the moment. Aguero is not looking good. It's not looking good. Look at Jack coming over here saying Manchester is red. I mean, let's be honest, Jack. Manchester's not been red for a long time, unfortunately, Jack. But thanks for the views, Jack. I really appreciate it. Cancelo was good today. I thought Cancelo was pretty good. Defensively, I thought we were generally fine, if I'm being honest. We just lack desire and we lack ingenuity. And I just don't really see what's going to happen. I think Sterling needs a break. I mean, at the moment, he's just not playing well at all. KDB looks smelly. KDB wasn't good when he came on, but, you know, Aguero's injured again. Do we know what's wrong with Aguero yet? Do we know? I don't know. I just saw someone make a good point on Twitter, by the way, saying we get to the point where Guardiola's tactical changes are so tiny and they don't really change the game at all. They don't at the moment. And it's poor. What happens post Pep? You know, what happens? You know, if he goes, what happens after that? I don't really see it. Like, I don't see how he gets any better. I don't really know at the moment. I'm not really confident in the Man City's team. It doesn't feel good at all. It doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good at all at the moment. Aguero's out. Foden should be playing all the time, by the way. Foden, give Torres a go. Can we try something new? The team feels slow, it feels one-dimensional, and I'm not happy. Guys, I'm going to end it there. Thank you so much for all the support. I'll be doing more videos for a bit. I'll do a match ratings video for the second-tier members very, very soon. Please go and download OneFootball. I really appreciate it if you don't mind. It'd be really, really appreciated. It's a great app with loads of stuff. Robbie reckons Poch or Nagelsmann. I mean, I'm not really sure. Virgil reckons my formation won't work because it makes sense and that's something we're afraid of. Yeah. Yeah, probably, mate. It feels very much familiar at the moment, doesn't it? Guys, thank you for watching. Very, very poor performance. I'll be back with 5 things learned tomorrow. I might do another live stream later. We'll see, because it's early on the day. For now, though, I'm going to wind down and chill. I suggest you do the same. Thank you for all the support. Like, subscribe, comment, download OneFootball. Oh, City. What are you doing to us, City? In a bit, guys.